Oh, no, caller. No social media.
Should Christians use social media? It's a good question because you asked it. And here is our answer.
Now you go think about that in your room with no social media.
Would this be your reaction? Is this you? Let me ask you this question. Why do you want a social media account? Now, before you think this is us,
I hate social media.
just know that your answer to that question provides a good basis for the answer to, should Christians have a social media account?
I don't think I can delete TikTok.
Well, you might not have to. See, social media falls into a category of things which Paul calls permissible. For something to fall into the permissible category, it must not be against Apostle Paul's handy-dandy standard.
Can you say that again?
Apostle Paul's handy-dandy standard is the use of social media identified as a sin in the Bible.
It is not in the script.
Is it inherently linked with any immoral behavior?
It is not in the nature.
Is it detrimental to your holiness or growth as a Christian?
It is not in the visionary stage.
See, it turns out having a social media account is a permissible activity, but that isn't the whole story.
Come on, let's take a closer look.
Is the use of social media identified in the Bible as a sin? No, it didn't exist back then, but there are many warnings in the Bible against things like gossip and speaking bad about other people. If we use social media to do that, we're using it in a sinful way. Is social media inherently linked with any immoral behavior? No, but it can be. There are many ways in which people abuse social media to engage in or promote immoral behavior. If this is you, then Paul suggests that you should run away from it as fast as you can. Is social media necessarily detrimental to your holiness or growth as a Christian? No, but it can expose you to algorithmic temptations. If your screen time is high, you are at best wasting God-given time, or at worst, feeding an addiction or encouraging depressive feelings.
I feel like I've just been stuck at home just doom scrolling on my phone the last 3 years.
If you are prone to accidentally exposing yourself to content that may cause you to sin, you could hinder your growth as a follower of Christ.
Okay, so what's my motive?
Your motives matter. Think it through. Really examine your heart and motivations. Maybe write out a short paragraph to put your motivations into words. If your reason is, all my friends have Snapchat, is that a good reason? No, not really.
But if all your friends were named Cliff, would you jump off them?
But I get it. We all can fall victim to FOMO, or fear of missing out sometimes. Just because everyone else is doing something, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right thing for you.
And watching their Snapchat stories is like FOMO 24/7.
As a Christian, you must have good, thoughtful, beneficial reasons for everything you do.
But I got a word of warning for all you would-be warriors.
It's no secret that the internet and social media are portals for those who wish to enact predatory behavior. Without safeguards in place, a vulnerable person could find themselves being groomed by a sexual predator or exploited, blackmailed, and abused by someone who is guided only by greed and power. If you have social media, consider making your profiles private and only sharing with trusted friends and family. If your profiles are public, consider only posting content that cannot be connected to you personally or reveal personal information. Don't private message with strangers or anyone who insists on pushing your personal boundaries. Set a boundary with friends and even your romantic partner to never send sex or nudes to each other. Some may see this as a fun way to get a reaction out of another person or as an expected part of a relationship. But these kinds of messages and images can be used to blackmail, exploit, and or extort more from the sender.
This has been a public service announcement produced for the National Health Foundation.
Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Bottom line, if your parents have told you that you can't have social media accounts, you must respect and obey their house rules. If they have given the okay, well then this is you.
But I must ask myself why.
That was the answer to the question, should Christians use social media? Make sure to thumb, sub, bell, and in doing so, proactively train your algorithm for more 412 Teens content.